The largest and greenest car carrier has been delivered to Hoegh. This is from the Maritime Exclusive, and it was published on the 6th of August 2024. Hoegh Autolines celebrated the naming of the largest car carrier, which it also hails as the most environmentally friendly PCTC ever built. The company adds a dozen of the Aurora-class multi-fuel vessels on order from China as part of its drive towards decarbonization. The new Hoegh Aurora is massive with a capacity of 9,100 units. The vessel is 25,200 DWT with a length of over 656 feet or 200 meters. The company highlights a broad range of innovations, including strengthened decks and an enhanced internal ramp system so that the vessel can carry electric vehicles on all 14 decks. The class has moved rapidly, the company says, from design to the first unit being launched in just under 4 years. Hoegh has already ordered 12 vessels, including EU funding for the last 4, to be built for ammonia fuel propulsion, and the company has options for 4 more vessels. The entire class is being launched with notations from DNV, both for ammonia ready and for methanol ready. With the Aurora class, we are pioneering efforts to combat pollution. We are setting new standards for sustainable deep-sea transportation, making a significant stride towards the 2040 net zero emissions goal. The first vessel of its class, Hoegh Aurora, was named and christened today at the China Merchants Heavy Industry Yard in Jiangsu, China, where 2 other members of the class have already been launched. The first vessel will go into service immediately, the company reports, and they expect delivery of 2 vessels every 6 months until the first half of 2027. The first Aurora-class vessels will be running on LNG, biofuel, and low-sulfur oil. They are employing 2-stroke main engines, which will give them the ability to transition to emerging fuel options. They are also being outfitted to use shore power and 1,500 square meters of solar panels on the top deck, which will reduce electricity production requirements by the generators by 30 to 35%. Hoegh's goal with the vessels is to transition to ammonia by 2027. The company reports it will be able to reduce carbon emissions per car transported by up to 58% from the current industry average. The company has committed to powering at least 5% of its deep-sea operations by green ammonia by 2030. The goal is to run its fleet on at least 100,000 metric tons of green ammonia by that same year. The introduction of the new vessels comes as a sector rushes to introduce more ships to meet demand. Major companies including CMA GCM and now MSC Mediterranean Shipping have entered the sector for the first time, while Chinese car manufacturers have launched their own ships. However, the EU's efforts to impose massive tariffs on Chinese EVs could have a major impact on the demand. I think there's a lot in these new ships that's smoke and mirrors, but that's just my opinion. But I do think it's amazing that one shipyard can put out 2 of these large ships every 6 months. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of steel. I have to say though, these car carriers, no matter how big or small they are, they're the most unattractive boat to ever sail the ocean. They're not much to look at, but they're good at what they do.